Have you ever dated a younger man before? Yes. I'm joking. What is so appealing about younger men?
It's the adventure, probably.
I think it's physical attractive. You know, they're more physically
I like that. I like
I would say they're more eager to please in the bedroom.
Yeah. Do they actually?
Yeah.
I've been traveling for a little under than 2 years now, and hardly any financial cost to me. And how did I do it? By getting myself a sugar mama. So I'm gonna teach you how to meet the sugar mamas. Number one, you want to find a location. Think about it clearly. You want a woman that has money, you know. And if you're traveling, a lot of single women, they go on holidays by themselves. You just need to know where to look for. There's cruise ships, there's beaches, there's day clubs, there's hotels. Hotels are one of my favorites because, especially the expensive hotels, they've got gyms and like pools that are like available to the public. That's where you find them. And you want to look out for certain types of women. Like usually they're a bit older. They have like inflated lips, big titties. Once you've spotted your perfect target, you just approach them, walk up to them, make any excuse. If you haven't watched my video about how to actually never get rejected, you should watch it now. But the key thing is you want to approach indirectly. Have you ever been with a black guy? You know, they say once you go black, you never come back.
I've heard that actually.
I'm lucky because I'm a YouTuber and I've got this camera, so I can actually ask them, hey, do you want to do this interview? Number three, once you actually talk to them and you got the conversation going, you want to listen. You want to listen out for insecurities so you can actually fill the void. For example, if she's fat, you want to make her feel beautiful. If she's old, you want to make her feel young. So in a way, you want to demonstrate that you can provide her with the things that she's actually lacking. And over time, when you get her number and so, you want to continuously fill the void. And once you feel like you have got enough leverage, what you want to do is actually hit her up randomly and tell her, hey, I just missed my flight, but I've booked myself another one for next week. Can I stay with you for a meantime? The amount of times that this has worked for me, it's like 100%. You gotta understand, a lot of these women are actually sexually frustrated, right? So there's times where I had so much sex, I thought my dick is gonna fall off. Basically, you have a sugar mama, but it comes at a risk. If you're dealing with an older woman, they're so much smarter than you are. I'm telling you, there's so much, they've been through it. It's like a chess master playing a checkers child. She will drive you everywhere, she'll buy you things, you will live free of rent. Basically, you have a sugar mama. In a way, it's a trap, because the minute you catch feelings, game over. There's this one sugar mama I once had. I stayed with her for a really long time, a bit too long, and she did everything I asked her to do. She even introduced me to her kids. In fact, you know, like after morning sex, she would get her daughter to make me breakfast and I would jump back to bed. Like I had literally the perfect life. So basically what she was trying to do is, she was trying to convince me into wifing her up and stop traveling. And I had such a good time, I became dependent on her. The minute you become dependent on her, for buying you things, providing sex and all of that, that's when the player gets played. Because I didn't have an exit strategy, I didn't know what I wanted coming into that relationship. Always make sure you have an exit strategy and treat it as a solid business. Don't let any feelings get involved. I hope that helps when you're traveling, and maybe you can even last longer than I did.